Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Subnautica Below Zero, and today looking at the latest updates to the game. They're going to be minor. A lot of this is actually going to be music that Ben has updated. But we are starting in the ship here that the drop pod leaves from, and it just continues to look better and better, more and more polished. Subtle things with it, and I'm starting to notice, and I've mentioned it before in here, the reflective surface with everything, just the quality of the reflections with that. But it's also, it looks like it's like some bump mapping stuff that they're tweaking. Like you can look at the grates over to the side, they just look better. And with this though, the big thing is they removed the Aurora Borealis that you see from space. We're gonna zoom out of here. They have updated the quality of 4546B here, specifically the clouds. Look at that. Obviously you wouldn't see that over there where that light's coming from, but that looks so much better than what they had before. I knew they were gonna do a good job with it, but it is looking vastly better with the clouds here. Interestingly enough, you don't see any other land masses. Obviously the planet is mostly water, but I was curious to see if they would change anything. Maybe you see like another chunk of land somewhere here or there. I was wondering how they did that. So you have the satellites here, which obviously was the old Vesper model there, but looks like this one they tweaked so it looks like it's curved around the planet, but it's really just kind of set a little bit lower. Can you see the rest of it? There it is. Whoa. There we go. That's an interesting look. But we have that. Let's see if I can find the drop pod again. I don't know if I can. Did I miss it? There we go. Alright, there it is. Interesting to see the size too when you come out of this thing. Start moving around. You can lose this very quick. I'm wondering if they're going to update the stars or not with this. I think it's such a minor thing. Probably not. But we'll see with that. But yeah, then the atmosphere itself just looks much improved. Now, let us quit. So what we're going to do, we're going to start this over, so we can actually see it as we're coming down. And then Ben has the music obviously updated with the intro here. I've already covered that, but what happens now is as you go through this first portion, when the drop pod crashes, it seems like the music right there has been tweaked a little bit, and then actually once you exit the drop pod, music clicks right in, and that's a new track.
This is the farthest that I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me. And Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Still waiting for them to add her gloves back.
I'll find my way back.
She doesn't have them here, and then she has them when she's on the planet. Yeah, it looks so much better.
Approaching 4546 feet. Surface temperatures. Drop pod.
I really like this intro song from Ben also. And I like that tweak. You go just the way he's done it, where it times and everything, and now you're hearing the music, which is like distressing music, right? Like, I gotta get out of this thing. Yeah, kudos to Ben. He's done a phenomenal job with this soundtrack.
Welcome to 4546 feet. Enjoy your stay.
Alright, let's tweak some stuff really quick. I'm gonna bring this down. Bring that down a little bit. Alright, so this is going to be Tundra Void. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section. It's so cool to see just how much of an impact adding music to this in terms of creating ambiance and all of that has also. I'm gonna try to blend the songs now. Yeah, it's trying to overlap those songs now. Biome, twisty bridges to, yeah. And so the music that you just heard fades into, in the second, I guess you come here, I thought it was once you jump in the water, but then that'll actually change once you get, obviously, over here. We have drop pod override, and then that's going to go into the twisty bridges. In terms of just talking about texture quality and stuff like that, again, I think it was Liam did a post, and then he did the post about the textures from early builds of the game where this was just flat. You look at the textures now, so much better. Going back to what I was saying about like certain things that it has like bump mapping with it, so it doesn't look flat. Like this right here, same thing. All of this just looks better, but like I said, with the bump mapping here and not just looking flat, it just adds a better dynamic to everything. And these used to not have these little red deals on here. I know they've been there for a while, if I remember correctly. But we have that, then let's go story, sanctuary. Alright, so there's new music around the cave, and you'll see it here. Twisty Bridges Cave Sanctuary. Okay. I'm going to tweak this in terms of the music, or the voice volume. So once you're here, it's not so much music until you actually go in the sanctuary. I don't know if this is supposed to be tweaked or not. So to me, this is just the sound that was already here, which is like a, sounds like an electrical sound. But once we actually go in the sanctuary, and I've tried skipping tracks and things like that, and just nothing pops up.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking, we're running out of time.
And so this song seems, I mean, it's been in game for a while, but it seems like a
What is all this?
new variation of it.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
We're
And-
lost unless we find a new host.
And this is a good example of
Can you
music
use my
adding
PA for storage?
another dynamic to this, where we haven't had music, so
Below their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is borrowed.
It will have to do.
it even makes the voice work sound better.
Stored here.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Now, with this also, once Alan's in your head, so we have this music here, which is, like I said, it sounds like a track that's already been here, but he's actually changed it. And then once we go through music here is going to be different. Once Alan's in your head, it's basically like little snippets of music that have been updated.
Brace?
Right? The dun dun.
What's happening?
Yeah, so much better.
identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA. Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This isn't happening. This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Yeah, so the whole thing is just so much better with the music in there. And I love those drums when it's like actually picking you up and putting Alan in your head. With this also, the animations just look cleaned up with the movements. We'll see this with the jumping. Now, they've been working on this for a while, but as they tweak the timing and things like this and it gets more polished, it's just looking better and better. I actually wish they would, as they're messing with the first game, to update everything for the Nintendo Switch, and I think they're doing upgrades. They just did an upgrade a while ago. What was it, like a month ago? Maybe a little bit longer. For the PlayStation, I wish they would add these animations. They just look so fluid compared to the first ones with the jumping here, right? Other cool thing I've covered with this, but if you notice like the lights on the bridge, I thought it was just the pillars that you would find around, but it's actually the lights on the bridge too. These light up now as you pass by them with Alan in your head. Mentioned that on, I think, the live stream or another video. But let's go back out here. Maybe the music clicks in. Bug fixes. Fish, schools of fish are no longer supposed to actually pass through your base, which is awesome.
Warning, passing 200 meters.
Let's see if anything.
Efficiency greatly decreased.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. I'm still just hearing that. Like I said, whatever that, it's almost like a buzz or something like that. But that's actually going to be it for this one. Bug fixes, we're looking at, yeah, school to fish no longer floating through the base. Some tweaks to the sea truck and the lighting. The build hasn't updated just yet. There's more bug fixes and polish with that. If anything major happens, I'm going to obviously do a video on that as well. Now, the end game obviously isn't in the current build. But, and I'm going to ask you guys what you think about it. I'm almost half tempted to do a playthrough now, here in this next couple weeks, start one, get as far in the game as we can, and that'll be that particular run. And then when they get the end game in, almost start over and then run through it again, just to see almost like a comparison as we're getting closer to the end here with this. And really just to see how far does the story go, because that's something I haven't really tested with this, with voice work and everything else like that, outside of just queuing in certain bits of story and stuff like that with console commands. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But that's going to be it for this one, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button. Check in the description also for a link to my Discord. Everybody on the Discord is constantly sharing like up-to-date news on the game quicker than I can even talk about it with these videos. And a lot of times that I've mentioned this before, I'll even actually get certain bits of information to share from my Discord, which is really, really awesome. So shout out to everybody over on the Discord. But that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check back soon for more videos.